and welcome back to Jacob's Toys. In this video we're going to go over a very brief history of Marvel Legends, what they are, where they came from, where they're going, etc. Just for anybody that's new to the collection or anybody that's been around for a while but is just interested in the bit of the background. So without further ado, let's jump straight into that video. Now before we get started, obviously please do like, share, subscribe and all of those things. All and any support to the channel is very much appreciated. So the history of Marvel Legends. Now Marvel Legends is a 6-inch action figure line based on characters from Marvel Comics, Marvel TV shows and of course the MCU or the Marvel movies. It was originally produced by ToyBiz but was later licensed to Hasbro in 2007. ToyBiz started production originally as a spin-off to their very popular Spider-Man Classics line, and they used the same packaging style, so that was the clamshell packaging, and they also included the very popular inclusion of a comic book in each one. So they did that with the Spider-Man line, and they continued that with the Marvel Legends line as well. Hasbro became the new license holder, and immediately all the rights to produce toys and games, etc., based upon the Marvel Universe, went over to them, and they took over the line, the Marvel Legends line, on the 1st of January 2007. Now they made a number of immediate changes to the line, including taking away the comic book, and they used new moulds as well, which eliminated the finger joints. So the ToyBiz figures had sort of articulated fingers, and that was very popular with the ToyBiz figures. However, Hasbro took that away and decided to use new moulds. So they did, however, continue with the introduced theme of a Build-A-Figure piece. So this is basically including a different piece of a larger figure in each box to encourage the purchase of full waves or other figures that you may not have bought before. Now these Build-A-Figures, or BAFs as they're more commonly known, are normally much larger figures that wouldn't necessarily get a release on their own, and over time they grew to become a real signature of the Marvel Legends line. I'll just grab one that I have at hand. So there we go, a much bigger figure. By 2010 though, production on the Marvel Legends line had really slowed down to the point where it's actually rumoured that it was going to get cancelled. 2011 actually saw only one Marvel Legends figure released, and that was a convention exclusive Thor. Hasbro, however, revealed that due to the fan requests and the recent new fan base of Marvel fans that had come because of the Marvel Studio movies being so popular, they announced that the line was going to be making a comeback in 2012, which was great news. At the San Diego Comic-Con 2013, Hasbro announced a brand new name for Marvel Legends, and they had rebranded it as Marvel Legends Infinite Series. Now the very first wave in this line that was released in 2014 was the Mandroid wave, and what was interesting about this is it featured characters not only from the comic books but now also versions of those characters from the now very well established MCU films, the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Now the mixture of both comic and MCU characters gave the brand a whole brand new lease of life. And it also created a brand new type of collector as well, so that's the MCU collector, somebody who only specifically collects figures of the characters from the movies. By 2016 the line was producing more waves, as well as having more convention exclusives, as well as more store exclusives as well, more than any previous year beforehand. And once again they decided to rebrand. This time all they did was simply drop the Infinite from the title and became simply Marvel Legends Series. Now the line continues to go from strength to strength with each year, and even despite all of the challenges that 2020 brought, they were still able to launch and fully fund the Haslab Sentinel. This was a huge project that took place during 2020. Now Haslab is Hasbro's very own crowdfunding platform, and the Marvel Legends Sentinel became the fastest ever funded project to date. It exceeded the required 6,000 backers in less than 24 hours. But there is a lot more information about that on my website. If you wanna have a quick look on my website, it's just here. It's jacobtoys.co.uk, and I've got a whole page dedicated to the Sentinel, and obviously the more recent Haslab project, which is Galactus, as well as a full archive that takes place as well, so you can have a look at all the figures all the way back to the ToyBiz days, right through to the more recent ones that have been recently released, even just the ones that were announced a couple of weeks ago. So that's it. So that's a very, very brief history of the Marvel Legends series. I hope this was informative. Obviously, if you've got any comments or points or criticisms or whatever, do drop them down in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. And if you are enjoying the channel, then please do like, share, subscribe, all of those things. And don't forget to check out my Instagram, which is @Jacobs_toys. And until next time, thanks very much, and I'll see you soon.